Uh, a very good evening to all of you, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and following all the protocols and guidelines of COVID. So, in this situation, we need to be at home and study hard. This is Seema in front of you, and today I am going to cover animals adaptation in this video. I hope you all enjoy my earlier videos, that was plants adaptation, and the children watched this interesting video till end to know more about adaptations in animals. So let's begin. Okay, so the first, it is animal habitat. What is habitat? So listen carefully. What is habitat? Take your pencil, notebook in your hand, and whenever you need to write, you can make your notes. Okay, so the place which is an animal's natural home. The place, which place? Animal's natural home. The environment which suits it well is called its habitat. Okay, it provides natural habitats. It provides the animals with food, water, and shelter. Means whatever it needs to survive. Okay, so it provides the animals with food, water, and shelter, everything it needs to survive. Okay, so let's see. Yes, here you can see the example of a tiger. So what is the natural habitat of tiger? The natural home is what? Forest. For tiger, natural home or habitat is the forest. If we will talk about zoo or circus, CIRCUS, circus. If you will talk about zoo or circus, is not the tiger's natural habitat where we normally see them, but it is not its natural habitat. People keep them first in a zoo. People keep them to for people to see, and in circus they make them do some drama parts for earning. Okay, the next, here you can see different places have different kinds of plants and animals. Okay, on the earth you can see the different places. There you will find the different kinds of plants and animals. You will not see the same kinds of plants and animals all over the world. You can't. Okay, like here you can see forest, grassland, mountains, desert, that is freezing land. Okay, desert along with the freezing land around the poles, and the different water bodies are different habitats. These all are different habitats, and these are let me show you. Yes, these are the freshwater habitats, like here you can see ponds, rivers, lakes. Yes, some more is here. Salt water habitats like seas and ocean. These all are what? These both are what? Salt water habitat, and that is seas and oceans. Okay, now the next. Yes, here you can see that different animals lives under different condition. Here you can see how camel living in desert, how polar bear is living in the poles. Here monkey, how he is living on the tree in the jungle, how this fish is living in the water animals. That's why. Now different. Here you can see camel lives comfortably in the desert, comfortably. But can we people or this polar bear, can they live in the hot desert? No, but camel lives comfortably in the hot desert. So this is its habitat, natural habitat. if we will talk about if we will talk about polar bear, so here you can see a polar bear is very happy living in the freezing cold climate of the North Pole. I'm not talking about the South Pole, North Pole. Here you know what is east, west, north, south. This right side east, left, west, up, north, and it is down south. In this globe, this is 23 and a half degree bent, and this is North Pole and this is South Pole. So here this polar bear lives happily, okay, in the freezing cold climate. Okay, so this is about polar bear, how he is adapted to live over there. And over millions of years animals have evolved to survive in their own habitats. Okay, so but if a habitat changes, okay, so animals due to decreased or excess rainfall, then mostly decreased these days, because of global warming, the animals is unable to adapt quickly enough and finds difficulties to survive. So you can say the ability of living things, the ability of living things to adjust themselves to their environment is called adaptation. What is adaptation? The ability of living things. What? Living things. They all animals are what? They all are living things. We talk about tiger, turtle, this is rhino, seal. So these all are what? The ability of living things to adjust themselves to their environment is called adaptation. Okay, so it is because the living thing can adapt themselves to different environments. Okay, so we have such a large variety of flora and fauna all over the earth. Okay, flora or fauna means plants and animals. Okay, flora and fauna means plants and animals. Now here you can see types of animals. Okay, so types of, according to their habitat, animals can be classified into terrestrial animals, learn the spelling, aquatic animals, amphibians, aerial, and arboreal animals. So learn these all spellings. Now one by one I will explain to this all what is terrestrial animals. So let's begin. Let's start. Terrestrial, TERRESTRIAL, terrestrial animals. What is terrestrial animals? As per the name, animals that live on land. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. Okay, they generally have lungs. Here you can see they generally have lungs because for to breathe. Okay, they generally have lungs for what? To breathe, and legs to walk. Now you will ask, ma'am, here is the snake, and a snake doesn't have legs. Yes, a snake lives on land, but it has no legs. Okay, it crawls. Okay, it crawls. You can say it slides. Okay, it crawls with the help of its scales, scales. With the help of these scales, it can crawl. Okay, so now next you can see here camel, CAMEL. So a camel has thick skin. A camel has thick skin and long legs. You can see long legs, legs, and thick and leathery lips. Thick and leathery lips. One by one I am showing you. Here is the skin. I am represented here skin. Okay, thick skin, how it helps. So camel has lives in the dry uh, dry desert. It has a thick skin. Okay, and due to this sweating will be not there, so that's why water loss will be not there. That's why a long legs. Here you can see the long legs. Okay, so its long leg keep the body away from the hot sand. Okay, because here see how long leg the camel is having. So it's keep away the whole body with the humps from this hot sand. Next I'm showing you, yes, it's leathery lips. What is the spelling of leathery? Leathery. Leathery lips. What is leathery lips? So here you can see its lips. Okay, it's thick leathery lips and tongue help to eat thorny bushes. Thorny, you can see here, no lips is there. Thorny bushes found in the desert. Whatever will be there in the desert, only these type of thing they can eat or can survive. Okay, the next, what is the adaptation this camel have? This humps. Here you can see this humps, this upper one portion. What is this hump? So its a hump is like a backpack. Okay, back, because it is at the back, that's why it is, you can say, backpack, where it stores up food as fat. Okay, in plants store food in the form of starch. Okay, and animals store their food in the form of fat, and this fat is used by the camel when it does not get any food or water for days. Okay, for a long period of time. So this hump is helping that. Okay, now the next. So you have seen what is the adaptation of this camel: thick skin, long leg, this thick leathery lips, and this humps. So these all are the adaptation of camel to survive in the hot desert. Now talk about this polar bear. Okay, so the polar bear has very thick fur. Here you can see the thick fur. Okay, on its body, which protect it from the severe cold. Okay, this helps from the not help, protect it from the severe cold. And this thick fur protect it, it eats lots of fish and shells in the short summer season. Okay, in the summer only they can eat. In the winter they go in hibernation. Okay, and stores fat in its body. In short summer season they eat lots of fish, seals, and stored fats. They eat, obviously they store their food in the form of fats in its body, and this help to survive the long winter months when there is hardly any food available. In winter, because there is no photosynthesis, all places is covered with ice, so it is impossible to find food at that time. So these all are what terrestrial animals. Here you can see the snakes, lizards, frogs. They are very active in summer. They are active in summer, and during winter they go to sleep. And this period is called hibernation. Let me write the spelling what it is. Hibernation, because that time they don't find food, so that's why it is called hibernation. They go to what is hibernation? During winter, not in summer. During winter they go to sleep, and this period is called hibernation, and their body can't adjust to the low temperature. Their body this is they can't adjust to the low temperature, that's why. So for today this is enough for you all, and next part in the next video Okay, so there is so many things that I have to explain. uh, Only terrestrial animals today I have completed. Your leftover part, it is the aquatic, amphibians, aerials, arboreal. So this all I will try to sum up in the next video. So watch this video, get benefit. Till then, bye bye and good night. Take care of yourself.